To introduce myself. I am, in fact, the world's most interesting man.
Don't you get it, man?
What's up, y'all? Welcome to a new episode of Tru Be Talking. Drank something, poop one in the air. You know how I do, man. Let's go. I know it's been a minute since I did one of these. I have no excuse. I just wasn't doing it. It's just life. But it is what it is, man. I'm here, back now, ready to talk to y'all about some new subjects, some old subjects. If you've never watched the show before, like I said, it's Tru Be Talking. I'm just talking about whatever I want to talk about, whether it's about relationships, sports, finances, life, kids, whatever. First thing I want to kick off with is this new segment I got called Small Talk, which is basically me talking about a few random subjects that I picked up over the past few weeks or whatever. The first thing I want to talk about is LeBron, man. I know some of y'all is gonna be real disappointed, and this is how I start my first show, man, back. But it is what it is. LeBron James, bro, is, in my opinion, one of the greatest, if not the greatest, basketball player ever. And I personally think between them two lines, like when it comes to just pure basketball, just the game, when it comes to endurance, athleticism, when it comes to skill, IQ, there's nobody better, bro. Like, Jordan had the greatest impact on basketball, period. Simply because the player that I consider to be the greatest wears the number 23, because Jordan influenced a whole generation across the world. The global game of basketball got better because of Michael Jordan. That's something that can definitely be stated, and I'm sure a lot of people agree with it. But at the same time, bro, when we're talking about a 6'10", 270 with handles, a jumper, and an IQ beyond anything we've seen, bro. Come on, man. The man is in his 21st year of professional basketball. He started straight out of high school. There's nobody that's ever had an impact bigger on the game of basketball than LeBron James. Other than, like I said, Michael Jordan had that huge, but when it comes to moving a game, like nobody's ever done 3-1, come back from down 3-1. Nobody's going to ever do that again. It's not going to get done because they don't have God's creator player to lead them to do that. The man shouldn't exist as a player, bro. The way he came in, because he went to the final, his first time going to the finals was like his 4th or 5th year in the league. And if you go back and look at that team, that wasn't just a really great team that he took to the finals. Yes, he got swept, but hell, look what he was playing with and look who he's playing against. People always talk about his move to Miami being him making a super team. That Miami Heat team, those years that he was in Miami, that was not a super team. That's why they only won 2 championships. They went to the finals every year, but that's because of LeBron James. That's just... Hey, who gonna stop D-Wade and LeBron and Chris Paul? You know what I'm saying? But if you take LeBron off of that Miami Heat team, they maybe make the playoffs, maybe make it to the second round. Like, they're not a Eastern Conference final or championship team whatsoever at all without LeBron. The only super teams there's been is that Lakers team with Gary Payton and Karl Malone and all the super friends, the Warriors, when they picked up KD. Like, bro, first of all, that team was a super team because if you remove one superstar from that team, you still have 2 other superstars to fall back on. You take KD off that team, you still have the team that just won 73 games. You take off Steph, you still got to deal with KD and Clay. You take off Clay, you still got to deal with KD and Steph. Like, that's a super team. Like, where any given night, we have 2 or 3 of the best players, not just on this team, but in the league. Like, come on, man. It's ridiculous that people have this argument that LeBron is the reason for super teams and been making super teams. No, he didn't. He did the same thing Boston did. He got 2 other good players, surrounded themselves with some key role players, and built a team. That's what Michael Jordan did. That's what he had to do to get his championship. He couldn't win with what he was getting. It took him, 8-9 years to even get to the finals. Of course, he went 3 years straight and won all 3 of them. Went quit for some reason. Went to baseball, came back, lost 1 year, then came back and won 3 more. After he picked up some more players and built his team. You have to have a team in this game. But enough of that. that. I'm probably gonna hear some arguments about that, but it's whatever, bro. Y'all gonna have to deal with it. The man in his 21st year and he's still top 5 player in the league. That hasn't happened. That doesn't happen. That is unrealistic. It's history being made, and one day y'all gonna wake up, bro. The next thing I want to talk about is my true movie and or TV suggestion. The first suggestion I want to make is the show 30 Rock. If you follow me, you've seen me talk about 30 Rock. You probably seen me say that it's the best show ever made. I personally believe that it's the best sitcom ever. The main character is Tina Fey. She's playing a character by the name of Liz Lemon. She's a writer on a TV show for NBC. It's a live sketch comedy show. It's a parody, basically. They're based on SNL, but it's with her, Tracy Morgan, who plays Tracy Jordan, and Jane Krakowski, whatever her name is. She plays the other main character. I can't think of her name right now. Damn it. Anyway, if you've ever seen The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, she's the mom from Kimmy Schmidt. So, not Kimmy Schmidt's mom, but the lady she worked for. But anyway, it's a great show. It builds on what it does from the beginning. It has a great ending, like a lot of good shows don't have. From beginning to end, it's hilarious. I know people feel like comedy is like the least, denominator, but comedy gives you a lot to think about. And they give you a lot to think about in the show while also being kind of childish. It's a really good show. Check it out. For my first show back, I really didn't have a main topic. Just wanted to talk to y'all, touch base, kind of let you know what's going on with me. Basically the past year. Not much really happened. Well, a lot happened, of course, but it was a pretty good year. Learned a lot of things. Learned some new things about our kids, how you definitely have to watch how you behave in front of your kids and what you do because they are watching. My wife takes my son to daycare every morning. And whenever they would leave, I would put him in his seat, give him a hug and kiss, tell him, see you later. And then I'll go around and give her a kiss and send them on their way. But one morning, she was gonna come back home. She didn't have to work that day. She was gonna come back home. And when I gave him a kiss and closed the door and walked back into the house without giving her one, my wife told me, she was like, he asked me why you didn't give me a kiss when you went back in the house. And he was like, because you out every morning, Daddy gives you a kiss, and then this morning he didn't. And it was just like, oh, well, no, that's because I'm coming back. She had to let him know I'm coming back home. That's why he didn't do it this morning. Like, it ain't nothing wrong. Daddy's not mad. Like, it ain't nothing going on. But it was cool to see that they are watching. But also, I guess they kind of noticed, like, hey, y'all are nice to each other. Like, what's going on with that? We learned the importance of savings and also investing. We learned the true, real good lesson about investing. We do what I call, because it may not even be a real term. It may be a term for it, but I don't know it. I call it passive investing, where basically I just have the Robinhood app. I have like 4 or 5 stocks that I just invest in, throw $10, $20 on it, just putting it in because that money actually grows. It actually builds, it becomes more, and it can become a lot of money over a little bit of time. It's a nice thing to have because you can access that money and use it when you need it. It may take a few days to transfer to your bank account, so don't think it's going to be like a 24-hour or 48-hour type deal. It may take a few days to get your money, but it's money you can use. There are other people that get into finance. I'm not a financial advice type person. It's a cat I'm cool with that I know on Facebook named James Betts. If you want to look him up, he gives out free financial advice all day, every day. Shout out to Betts. One thing that's been kind of pissing me off lately, bro, that I just noticed. What's up with Hollywood being like super lazy right now? Like super lazy. I mean, the only thing we're getting is superhero movies, scary demon movies. Now they got an imaginary friend movie, scary movie that's coming out, remakes and sequels. That's it. Nothing original, just a bunch of remakes and superhero movies. I drew the line when I saw, I don't know how real it is. I still haven't looked it up to see if it's really real. But Liam Neeson, is going to be remaking the Naked Gun movies. Why? Why? Nobody asked for that. Let Leslie Nielsen rest, bro. Nobody needs more Naked Guns. They have all the Naked Guns on Max or HBO Go if you don't know what Max is. I should have known he was getting crazy when they did Mel Brooks' History of the World Part 2. When they finally came out with that sequel, I should have known right then, because that should have been a forever running joke for anybody that watched that movie, that loved that movie. Mel should have let that joke stay. It took him 40 years to remake that, to finally put that. You should have just did it, Mel. Just let it make it, man. I was happy with some of the stuff on there, but I feel like it would have been better. Yeah, money. Definitely got to get that money. I ain't mad at you, Mel. Make your money, man. But I kind of wish you would have just left the joke there. Just, hey, History of the World Part 2 and just them few clips we had. Just bang. That's all you got. But yeah, Hollywood, man, y'all need to get it together, bro. I'm not a writer. It's not me, but can we get something original? The last new comedies I saw, or original comedies that I saw y'all try to do, the joint with Jennifer Lawrence, her and old buddy, and that was pulled from a social media post. That just made a movie out of a social media post. The movie with her trying to date the guys, the parents hired somebody to date their son to bring him out of his shell, that movie. And then they have this new comedy, Anyone But You, with two people that I've never even heard of. I've never heard of either one of these people, and I do not want to watch this movie. Terrible. I'm not mad at the Bad Boys sequel. I'm not mad at the Beverly Hills Cop sequel. I'm gonna watch it, but come on, Eddie. You told us a couple years ago you was getting back into the movies, bro. All you gave us was Coming to America 2, some kid movie, I think, and then here we go with this. I mean, you gave us the Rudy Ray Moore joint. That was good. I watched that shit once. It was good. But man, Hollywood, y'all need to get it together, bro. But man, like I really didn't have a lot to talk about in this episode. So I will, like I said, I am planning to still do a live because I like communicating with people directly too, still. But my plan for this is consistency. I'm gonna be here. If y'all have any ideas on what my next show should be about, I'm definitely gonna be thinking of something. I think I have something in mind already. Just let me know, man. Hit me up on Facebook. That's pretty much it, bro. I don't be on nothing else. Hit me up on Facebook, man. Tru McFadden. Check out the website, SkylineRepublic.com/store. You can get stuff like this sweater, t-shirts, pants, whatever. Got everything. It's your boy Tru. I'm out.
Shit.